I love the autumn season. I like the change of color, the coolness in the air, and just a sense of hope and transformation. It's a time for new season resolutions. And I know a lot of people like the autumn season for that reason. And I would like to give you today some autumn aspirations, things to think about to make the most of this season and this incredible time in your life. My name is Margaret Manning. I'm with 60andMe, and I'd like to welcome you. Thank you so much for being here with me. Our sponsor for today's show is Easy Spirit. Easy Spirit is a shoe company that's been making comfortable shoes for women for many years, and they now have a new range of very beautiful, stylish shoes. I'd invite you to check out their website and know that their main priority is comfort, that everything is possible if your shoes are comfortable. And we also have a special promotional code. If you look in the description of this video, you'll see a promo code for a 20% discount off of Easy Spirit shoes. So let's talk about autumn, because I absolutely love this season. And Carol Hedges, one of our bloggers, wrote this article about, I think it was 10 autumn aspirations to help you get the most out of this time of the year. And for me, even though it's cooler and the colors are darker and, there's the days are shorter, I still feel like it's a time of hope and transformation. Do you feel that way too? I really feel like that autumn, I think fall, as you call it, other parts of the world, is just a time of the year when it's ready to sit down. 3 months left. What are the things you haven't done this year that you promised yourself, 9 months ago? And time to do those things and start the year fresh. So this new season resolutions can start right now. Now, for many people, it's like their new year, and they just new clothing, new life, things, new activities, and it's just like a fresh beginning. And one of the things that Carol says, these are like 10 things that she says are things you can do in this time, this season, that will make it more fun and enjoyable. The first thing is to learn to layer, because the weather is going to be crazy. It's going to be raining one day and sunny the next day. So learn to layer. And she advises not to spend money on the seasonal wardrobe, to go ahead and save that for other things like travel or fun or indulgences, and for family. But you could just get a new season's wardrobe by just layering. Learn how to layer. Put a short sleeve, a long sleeve, a scarf, a hat, and then just take a bag to carry everything in if it gets too warm. The next thing is to ignore trends. This is the time of the year when everybody's coming out with their Christmas, enhancements and seductions. Buy this perfume, it's the latest trend. Buy this makeup, it's the perfect new thing. And, and they try to play on this psychology of this. This is a transformational new season. You're going into a new season. So try if you can to avoid the trends. Resist the buy me words like, wear this year, invest in a new, those types of words. You'll see it everywhere. It's time to, treat yourself this season to a new something. And, admittedly, this is the season when a lot of retail stores love to promote new products, and they do it because, well, number one, they're beautiful and they're fun, and why not? That's what they do. That is their business. And even 60andMe, we have items that we'll be selling at the holidays that are fantastic. And I would say, if you want to indulge and treat yourself, don't hesitate. But the point is, there's so many companies that just bring in things that are trendy. That they bring them in because they are a catch. They catch you with one purchase to buy something else. So avoid trends if you can, but certainly enjoy yourself shopping this time of the year for friends and yourself. Another thing is say goodbye to housekeeping. Don't buy from those, those sort of Photoshop models that appear in Good Housekeeping and other magazines. They are there to do one thing, and that is to make you feel like you need to look younger. And if you look yes, there are some companies that are doing really cool things with, with older women, older models. It's changing a little, but definitely not enough, and certainly not in the United States, to my experience. There's still a very deeply embedded youth culture. And again, autumn is the time. It is the time of letting go. Trees are losing their leaves. It is a time of dying and hiding away until the new spring comes and everything is new and fresh. But in a way, this autumn fall season suits older women really well, because we are the wise, in my opinion, we are the wise ones. We are the ones who understand that from death comes life, from changes like the pivot that we have to deal with. So in the middle of this fun, not trivial, but fun conversation about clothing and fashion, here we are saying, no, it's actually a cool time of the year to take things seriously, but don't try to look younger or feel younger or worry about the fact you're getting older. This is okay. It's all good. Stand by your friends. This isn't always the easiest season for people who have lost someone, who are spending the holidays by themselves. Stand by them. Give them a hug. And at 60andMe here, we always say, if you ever need a hug, just put it in the comment section and we'll give you virtual hugs, no problem. Because this is what we do. This is what older women, like the women in our 60andMe community, this is what we do. Be kind and be considerate. Another thing that Carol says is a trend or a resolution for the new year is don't worry, stop worrying. Try to just be calm about the things that are whizzing by you and changing so fast. Just don't worry. If the bus doesn't come, you can walk. If you forget to bring something when you're going shopping, it's okay. Just don't worry about it. Do something else. I've actually, so recently done so many crazy things like, missed a bus and had to walk. Just typical things. You can get angry about it, but then or you can just stop worrying and try to adapt to whatever happens. Another thing is to say no to superfoods. This is one that's a bit tricky for me because I have one son who is very much into superfoods and nutrition and is telling me often, with great factual accuracy, why they're good for you. But I think that we need to balance it out. And the same goes for organic food. There are some foods that you just don't have to buy organic. Foods with a thick skin, that don't, where they like pesticides, if you're worried about that, don't penetrate. There's I think a list of 10 or so that are okay to buy normal, in quotes, less expensive products. But superfoods are usually made up of plants that you can find and you can buy. You don't need to go and spend a lot of money on something if you can pick it or buy it at the market or put it together yourself. And that's really Carol's advice, is make home-cooked meals, do things that use food that has the elements, the nutrition in them. Another thing is we mentioned it earlier about standing by your social media friends, but hug your virtual friends. Make sure that your friends on Facebook know that you're not just a liker, that you just don't like their stuff. So every now and again, just send someone a note saying, hey, I see that you had this situation or that situation. Just want you to know off Facebook that, I'm thinking about you, or, congratulate someone properly for their birthday by sending them a card. Do things outside of the social media world occasionally. And I think we forget this sometimes, how cool it is to get a letter. I don't think I can remember the last time. I got a postcard now and again from people, but it's not the same. So think about people in the real world. And next thing, of course, give thanks. We have a really good card in our deck of cards. It's this Aging Beautifully cards, which are really amazing, but there's one that's age gratefully. I think I've got it behind me actually. It says age gratefully, not gracefully. And it's actually a really wonderful message because if you're here on the planet at 70 or 60 or even 50, you've done well. You've done okay. So be grateful. And then I think the final thing she mentions is live with pride. Pride that you've accomplished so much. It may not be what you thought. Your life may have turned out completely different than the way you thought, but live with pride. It's important that you feel good about yourself. So I really appreciate, Carol, you reminding us of these 10 affirmations that we can use to make the most of this beautiful autumn season. What are the small things that you plan on doing this autumn? What kind of things do you do? Do you go pick pumpkins? Do you make pumpkin pies? Do you play in Halloween? What kinds of things do you do in the autumn months? What are your positive affirmations and resolutions for this season? So again, thanks so much for being here, everybody. I really appreciate your support and your presence. Check out all of our other videos here on YouTube. We've got over, I think, 1,600 of them now on all kinds of topics, and we really do appreciate you being here for us, and hope that we are helping you at this beautiful time of your life. Take good care. We'll talk again soon. Bye-bye for now.